and our young, inspiring innovators. A warm welcome to the very first Tekla Festival as part of the Nordic Week. For those of you who may not be aware of the Nordic Week, allow me to shed some light on it. Each year, the Nordic embassies in Tanzania, the Swedish, Danish, Norwegian, and Finnish embassies here, have a collaborative Nordic Week. The celebration in Dar es Salaam, a week worth of activities reveling in the great friendship between Tanzania and the Nordic countries, all while highlighting a chosen theme or topic. Bringing us here together, Tekla. The Tekla Festival was founded by the recording artist Robin in 2015 in collaboration with the Royal Institute of Technology in Sweden. Its purpose? To motivate the girls exploring tech on their own terms in an environment where all the roles are available to them. The world is becoming increasingly dependent on technology in all areas of society. We need to increase the participation of women and girls in the STEM sector, STEM being science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, so that they too can contribute and benefit from the digital transformation. The festival consists of two parts: a workshop which enables and allows girls between the age of 11 and to 15 to come together to prototype, build, and test their ideas, and the second part, the Tekla Dialogue, which brings together panelists to discuss on how to leverage the ever-growing technology to bridge the gap between women and these young innovators. In our journey today, we began with a hackathon, calling out for solutions in all sectors, which can eventually be scaled towards sustainable ventures as products and services in our community. At the same time, for our dialogue, we shall have our topic aligned towards the same vision: sustainable and scalable ventures in the innovation ecosystem for young aspiring girls. I would like to invite Sabrina on stage to invite the chief guests on the opening speeches.
Hi, what a great turnout. I'd like to say just a few words. First of all, thank you so much for every single person in this room. Thank you for all the girls that traveled all the way from Tanga to come and show us what they have to show us today, and for every single guest that is participating and excited about it. Before I welcome the Swedish ambassador to Tanzania, Anders Shabari, to say some welcome remarks, I would like to also acknowledge Dr. Amos Nungu for graciously hosting us here today at COSTECH. So thank you so much for being the innovator and research hub that you are and that you foster. And I would also, of course, last but certainly not least, like to acknowledge the presence of the Deputy Permanent Secretary of Education, Professor Caroline Nombo. Thank you so much for being here. And so, as Ali mentioned, the program today will involve some remarks from our distinguished guests, and then some introduction from Robotech, about what they're doing and what projects we'll see today. And then, of course, presentations from our esteemed girls and panelists.
So, to kick off the festival, we would like to invite the Swedish ambassador, Mr. Anders Solberg, to begin the program with opening remarks on behalf of the Nordic heads and the guests. Ambassador, the podium is yours.
Thank you very much for that kind introduction. Professor Caroline Nombo, Deputy Permanent Secretary at the Ministry for Education and Science, Dr. Amos Nungu, Director here at COSTECH and our host here today, fellow Balozis, ambassadors from Norway, Finland, and Denmark, young innovators and entrepreneurs, my friend Ali Hussein, who made the introductory remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great pleasure it is to be here today. A very good day. Habari za mchana. I feel very, very honored to be here today at this Tekla Festival, and it's a collaborative effort between our embassy, and thank you very much, Sabrina, and the entire embassy team, Johan and others, for pulling us together here today. So it's a collaborative effort between our embassy, the KTH, the Royal Institute of Technology in Stockholm, and of course Robotech Labs, who are the one that is really driving our workshop here today. And we are joined, as Sabrina said, with the young talented girls from Tanga, and we are really here to listen and learn from them what they want to present to us. And you are really the ones that will be shaping the future here in Tanzania when it comes to tech. And again, very, very grateful to Kostek and Dr. Amos for hosting us here today. So Tekla is a festival that is now becoming part of a global movement. It's not only taking place at the Royal Institute of Technology in Stockholm, but we have also done outreach in Brazil and New York, and now Dar es Salaam and Tanzania, Tanga, is forming part of our extended family. And if you look at the number of filed patents, you saw back in 1995, and this is worldwide, the number of filed patents from women innovators, their share was around 17% in 1995. If you fast forward up to 2015, the number of filed patents have come up to 29%. So it's a 30% share women, but still a 70% share men. So there is a tremendous potential here to unleash all this talent that is hidden. So we want to provide this platform. As was mentioned, the festival was sort of initiated by, you see this blonde lady there on the poster. Her name is Robin, and she is a very famous artist, but she thought that she wanted to transfer some of the knowledge that she had from the popular music industry into the tech era. So she took the initiative to start to collaborate with the Royal Institute of Technology on this. I believe that innovation should be demand-driven. It's very, very important. What are the needs in society? And it could be very simple needs. You might need to have for instance, a paperclip. This is an innovation. We don't think of it because naturally we use hundreds of them every year. But it's something that, you know, at some point someone innovated this because they wanted to clip the papers together, and it became a global success. So it does not necessarily have to be something that is high-tech, that is something that you need robots for, but it could be something that supply or a need that we find. And we do indeed have a number of pressing needs, pressing problems at the time. I'm just back from a conference in Stockholm on the environment and on climate, and we need all hands on deck, all women and men, all girls and boys, to be able to tackle many of the challenges that the climate change is posing on us. And we don't need, and we also need to be creative, we need to collaborate, and we need to co-create together. So there was one man, one of the greatest persons on earth. His name was Albert Einstein, and they asked him once, what is creativity? And his answer was, creativity is intelligence having fun. Really, really spot on. But how can we then contribute to creativity? Well, I think we need to have an open society, we need to have an inclusive society, where we also allow people and young innovators or elderly innovators to make mistakes. And we need to create a culture of learning, and we need to create a culture where we build on what we already know from the textbooks. And as Nordics, since this is the Nordic Week, we often promote that we need to build our creativity on trust and confidence. And I hope we will see that on display here today. And we also need role models, Robin, the artist, being one of them. But in this room we have many women role models here. We have Professor Nombo, of course, we have my 3 fellow Balazs, but also many men role models. And the role models could work as sources of inspirations, but they could also work as mentors, as my friend Ali Hussein is doing in his Robotech initiative, nurturing young girls and women to become entrepreneurs and innovators. And perhaps final point, I also think that we need to bring in the private sector. It's absolutely key, because the private sector is often ahead of the rest of us, and they see the need, they see the demands for the market, and they see the needs for innovation. So I shouldn't take more of your time. I'm very curious to learn from our young entrepreneurs that have traveled far from Tanga. You are the future. You should be in the driver's seat. I encourage you to study hard, but not only to study hard and be creative, but also to support each other. So don't forget Albert Einstein, creativity is intelligence having fun. Asanteni sana kwa kunisikiliza.
Creativity is intelligence having fun. What a great takeaway. Thank you for that, Balozi. Up next, I would like to welcome the Director General for the Tanzanian Commission of Science and Technology, Dr. Amos Nungu. Welcome.
Habari za mchana. Nawasalimu kwa jina la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Asanteni sana. Karibuni COSTECH. Deputy Permanent Secretary, Professor Caroline Nombo, our guest of honor today. Honorable Ambassadors, Dr. Hassan Mshinda, former COSTECH DG, Tekla participants, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all at COSTECH for the Tekla 2022 Festival. The Tanzania Commission for Science and Technology is the principal advisory organ promoting and connecting science, technology, and innovation in the country. So we are honored to be here today to see this is happening. Girls who are aspiring engineers shaping the future with technology. Myself, somehow I'm connected to Tekla. One, I've seen the schools which are involved today. I saw Tanga Tech reminding me I studied at the Mosh Technical Secondary School, and I did electronics. Actually, I did the test 3 or whatever, yeah. So that's one connection. But the second, Tekla was started with a partnership at KTH, the Royal Institute of Technology. And I did my master's and a PhD at KTH in Stockholm. That's why I'm still connected to the Tekla. And today I'm here welcoming you all at COSTECH, where now I'm working promoting science, technology, and innovation. So that is a very great connection. And kwa sisi wanafunzi wa shule za sekondari tulioko hapa, my message was, if it has been done before, it can be done today. We are in the right path. And when we look back in our environments, we find the women and the girls in developing countries, especially, are the most scientists and innovators today. My grandmother used to prepare food. They put salt without testing, and it is perfect. So what other science can be done than that one? We are natural scientists. Yeah, so shying away from the STEM, it is maybe because of the environment. Otherwise, we are natural scientists. With us, the government, through COSTECH, we stand ready to continue supporting, building, encouraging the young girls that STEM, innovation, robotics, it is not that it's something which is new to us, but given the circumstances, sometimes there is a lot on the table for us to do. We find we don't have enough time to practice. But today, through Tekla, is giving us a chance to be not equal, to do more. And when the girls, the women are on the tech, it brings the knowledge back to the society, because if you are a mother and you are passionate about technology, most definitely your offspring will follow suit. But most importantly, in our day-to-day activities, the solutions we offer now will have that tech component. So in summary, because I wanted just to say Karibu COSTECH, but most importantly, say COSTECH is here always to support the STI in the country. Specifically, we have our Buni Hub, the innovation space, which was started during Dr. Mshinda's time with the support from the Finnish government. So we are proud. As I said, I started in Scandinavia. I've been working with the Scandinavia countries, and you can trace back the history. And now it is our commitment as a COSTECH in general, and mine personally, to see the values of the Scandinavia are also embedded into our Tanzanian community and the youth in particular, this time the girls. So we are very grateful for the Tekla Festival, and we commit ourselves that each year we would like to continue working together. By the way, as I said, at Buni we have Buni Divas. In Tanzania, technology is dominated by men, but not really. The challenge is the database, the base for the students in general. When they are coming up, you will find men are more than women in total. That's why we find few in the tech sector. But at COSTECH, we have something called Buni Diva. Buni Diva is a special program at our innovation space where we are dealing with only girls. So, karibuni sana. And I think the Robotech in Tanga can be an extended arm of our COSTECH Buni Hub. So the programs we are doing here can be also available in Tanga and other areas because we work together with other innovation hubs in the country. So congratulations for those who were able to reach here today. Hongereni sana vijana wetu kwa kufanikiwa kufika hapa, lakini niwaombe kwamba huu ni mwanzo. Tujitahidi, tunapenda huko mbele form 5 form 6 chuo kikuu, tuendeleze hizi ndoto zetu, kwa sababu kwa pamoja tutafanya makubwa katika nchi yetu. Asanteni sana.
Thank you for those remarks. Now I would like to welcome our distinguished guest of honor, Professor Caroline Nombo. Karibu.
Good afternoon. I think you'll allow me to break up a bit of protocols. I did not recognize, sikuwatambua wasichana vijana wetu ambao tunakuja kuselebreti mafanikio yao hapa leo. Ni akina nani? Mpo? Naomba niwatambue. Hebu naomba msimame kwanza. Sasa ninaona kuna wale ambao wanatoka shule za sekondari, si ndio? Naomba msimame mnaotoka shule za sekondari. Aha. Alafu nawaona hawa watoto wangu wengine wadogo wanatoka shule za msingi. Na nyie naomba msimame. Tunapaswa kuwatambua kwa sababu nyinyi ni wasichana hodari. Mjipigie makofi kidogo. Kule mlikokuwa mmekaa ni dawati la kazi. Lakini tunapokuja kwenye mikutano, kwenye maonesho, nyinyi mko mbele. Kwa sababu tayari mmeshaonyesha mna uwezo na mko tayari kufanya mabadiliko kwenye jamii ya Kitanzania. Kwa hiyo ninafurahi sana kuwaona kwamba mmekaa mbele, na kwa sababu kukaa mbele inamaanisha kwamba nyinyi ni watu wa mbele siku zote, si ndio? Siku zingine msikae nyuma tena. Wakiwapanga kule, waambiani we want to sit at the front seat. Sawa? Aya, now you can have a seat. Nisame organizers, usually I'm not very good in protocols, but I think today was their day, and we say it's a festival. Festival means celebrations, isn't it? Whom are we celebrating if not these girls? So we need to see them, we need to celebrate them. Thank you, Balozi, you have sit among them. You are part of them. So you already have a mentor there. Okay, thank you very much. Sorry for breaking up your arrangement, but I think it was worth for me doing it. Okay, Your Excellencies, Mabalozi, from Sweden, from Norway, and from Denmark and Finland, Madam and gentlemen, I appreciate your presence here. Director General of COSTECH, Dr. Nungu Amos, Robotics Lab, represented by Mr. Shakatali Hussein. I was asking him, where did you study? Because I wanted to know if he did his studies in Tanzania, how was he able to come up with such big innovations? So thank you, Hussein. And I'm sure, as COSTECH director said, You're gonna be an outreach arm for COSTECH services. Thank you very much. Panelists from tech industry, I've not seen the panelists, probably they are sitting amidst us, but I recognize your presence. My young talented students, both from secondary and primary school, I'm very happy to see you here. I'm happy now we have the leaders in Tanzania. In 15 years to come, you're gonna be far, far. And I still encourage you to do more than what you have done today. Ladies and gentlemen, waandishi wa habari, na wasalimu kwa jina ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. I greet you in the name of Republic United of Tanzania. Sasa kazi iendelee in English, how do we say that? So it is kazi iendelee. Thank you very much. I feel greatly honored to be part of this festival as guest of honor, and it is my pleasure to have a face-to-face encounter with our young girls, but with other stakeholders. To me, this is a memorable occasion. It is more an academic ceremony that brings you students, teachers, parents, guardians, and invited guests from different parts of the country, as well as some from overseas, on a single platform to celebrate Tekla Festival. I was asking my ambassador here, what is the long term of Tekla? At least in Swahili, I know Tekla is a name, isn't it? So what is the long form of Tekla? Probably it's Tech Lab, I guess so. So it's a celebration, and I'm very happy to be part of this forum. In this forum, student participants who wish to speak their targets, their achievements, and their ambition, as well as their aspirations, are going to be given time and chance to speak. May I use this opportunity to thank Sweden for bringing Tekla to Tanzania. Balozi told me this is the first time we are holding this festival in Tanzania, and I'm sure it's going to continue to inspire more girls to work in technology. I congratulate Robotech for having STEM curriculum. I assume this is an extra curriculum for different which you use in different schools, and being ready to work with Swedish Embassy to support Tekla event in Tanzania. I'm proud of you students for taking up this opportunity and participate in STEM hackathon leading to Tekla. Dear invited guests, participants, and students, may I tell you, and I know, I need not to stress on the fact that youth is a period of action, and therefore it is important on youth students to talk less and work more. Usually people would like to chat, ongea sana, sindio? But with very little actions. I'm encouraging you to talk less and do more. I think the area you have ventured in requires you to do more than talking. Before you lies a vast volume of work. You have to forge unity in the midst of your diversity of ways, habits, customs, and traditions. It is also an age of work and progress. In all that you do, you should not forget your priority. And your priority should be to advance yourself in learning and explore the environment in which you are. And I'm sure from the work you're going to demonstrate to us will indicate where are your priorities and what do you want to achieve in life. As the Balozi said, there are going to be people around you to support you to get where you want to be. I'm very happy already Madam Balozi is sitting between you, amongst you, and she's going to be one of the mentors to support you to be what you want to be, to support you to go where you want to go. So I encourage you to do more work and talk less. Your parents, guardians, and well-wishers are waiting to see you come out successful, and if when you do so, you will fulfill your expectations and fulfill your primary mission. As Balozi said, Tekla is not just a girls' technical festival. It is tech festival that invites girls. It makes space for girls to stand out and explore the interest in technology. The aim of Tekla Festival is to offer girls aged 11 years to 16 years the opportunity to learn about code and explore different tech gears in environment where all roles are available to them. In this festival, you are going to meet female role models, which you already see in the room, and have their confidence and curiosity towards the world of technology. The main goal is to involve more teenagers like you to get yourself acquainted with current scientific and technological development. Knowledge in these spheres will supplement your theoretical learning. STEM will provide you with fun and creative opportunity to explore and learn more. From the best of my knowledge, Tekla Festival was established by a Swedish pop icon, producer, DJ, feminist, and change maker, Robin, mostly known for her international hit, Dancing on My Own. I think we see her picture there. In collaboration with the Swedish Institute that promotes interest and trust in Sweden around the world, KTH, Royal Institute of Technology in Stockholm, after presenting Robins its great prize in 2013. The Tekla Festival represents the potential for innovation and change. Tekla is much about inspiring girls to pursue studies in the STEM, hence strengthening girls' roles and opportunities around the world. For the Tekla Festival, the Swedish Embassy in Dar es Salaam is collaborating with Tanzanian-owned Robotic Lab. Robotic is an innovation hub which aims at promoting STEM curriculum in the field of robotics in Tanzania, with high hopes of training the next generation of passionately curious and innovators with STEM education. Thank you very much, Hussein, for your innovation. I'm sure there are going to be more Tanzanians who are going to be working with you or learning from you so that we encourage more girls to liking STEMs. They empower youth to be able to learn and relearn different digital skills and be able to do skills sharing with other youth in their community. As part of the Tekla Festival and their own curriculum, Robotech held a hackathon workshop contest where students competed and with their own problem-solving robotics projects, and some won the competition, and I'm sure we have the winners in this room. I've been informed that Robotech have traveled from Tanga to Dar es Salaam for this festival with the students, about 30 of them, from a variety of public schools. And currently, there are 4 who are being mentored by Robotech. This is commendable work you are doing, Hussein and your team. As part of this festival, we know we'll get to hear from the winners when they present their projects to us. Students would also get to meet and talk to women in STEM fields, and they will be inspired by having a discussion and meeting these mentors. Thanks to COSTECH for offering us this opportunity. I know this invitation was open to the public, and COSTECH, to accomplish some of your mandate, you have offered space for different participants to come and witness this festival, where our young girls and girls have performed wonders through the support of Robotech. As we all know, the world today is undergoing fundamental changes. Many countries have increased their focus on developing innovative climate in their countries. We also know there is rising pressure on Earth's resources that require new solutions that combine ecological, social, and economic stability. Tanzania has an opportunity to also fit in this new global landscape by encouraging more girls to engage in STEM as early as possible in their academic careers. Many of you may know that our government is currently reviewing its curriculum to meet the demand of 31st century needs. We also have the National Innovation Week with Makisatu as the final event. When I came to COSTECH, I did ask Dr. Amos, did these girls, did the Robotech participate in our Makisatu event? Did you? Okay, I'm happy to hear that. Okay. So you were part of Makisatu event in Tanga. Did you participate in Tanga or you came to Dodoma? You were in Dodoma? Okay, good. So thank you very much that you were able to participate. So Makisatu is the platform to showcase talents and innovation all over the country. The government of Tanzania, through the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, is working hand in hand with development partners like the Embassy of Sweden, Finland, and others to make sure that all children get quality education and also promoting STEMs for girls. We also know there are a lot of societal challenges, and together with the rest of the world, we can work together to address those challenges. Therefore, no single actor or area of the society has sufficient knowledge or resources to meet these challenges on their own. It is important to work together and further develop coordination mechanisms between different actors in order to create the best condition possible for innovation. We all need to be more innovative to meet the global societal challenges, to increase the competitiveness, and to renew the future welfare and public services. This, therefore, calls for a global innovative climate that provides the best possible conditions for individuals, businesses, and public sector and society organization. May I take this opportunity once again to thank you all for extending this invitation to me and make me be part of this big festival. I'm offering to be one of the mentors. In what areas, I don't know, but I think Hussein and others will discuss how I can be part of the mentoring team. Thank you for the sponsors of this event, but also I thank the organizers. I also congratulate all the winners and participants of this event. I also extend our thanks to our COSTECH team for hosting this important event in our country. I wind up my remarks by saying that science and development are now equal partners. Science has become the mainstay of our existence. In this setup, we can guide our children towards the scientific bent, and if we have a system that puts science and innovation into their minds from very early age. That's why I'm very happy to see these young girls here. These ones are going to be inspired. They are going to be infused with the good scientific memories from this event, which will make them become better scientists at a later stage. We must remember we have to keep pace with progress. After these remarks, may I declare that this annual Tekla Festival is officially open, and let us celebrate. Asante sana kwa kunisikiliza. Ninawasalimu kwa jina ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. In Tanzania, when we say a festival, usually there is a music, there is food. I'm sure we're gonna have those after my speech. Thank you very much. Thanks.
There is absolutely no way to top those remarks, so I will just say thank you very much for that. I'm sure the girls are very inspired and excited, and thank you for mixing things up. I would now like to welcome Ali from Robotech to tell us a little bit more, actually, about what Robotech is all about and what we are going to look forward to today.
Wow, I'm nervous, my God. This is not normal of me, but yes. Anyways, before I begin my presentation, I'd like to inform Dr. Caroline about Makisatu. Yes, we had students from Tanga participate in this event, of which there was a group of students who were actually unfortunately disabled, who were suffering from severe autism, and they're secondary school students. From the news that I heard, he had bagged the 4th position for secondary school during the Makisatu. And then we had another student of ours from elementary school here in Dar es Salaam. His name is Ethan. He bagged the 3rd position for the primary level of school for Makisatu. So I think we've put our foot in Makisatu now, and we're just getting started. Gosh, I'm always excited to get the mic, to be very honest. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shaukat Ali Zahir Hussain, Shaukat Hussain Ghulam Hussain Alara Kiananji, simply known as Ali or Shaukat. Throughout my life, I have been an avid breaker and maker who has always been curious to know what makes things tick. This eventually led me in pursuing my career in the field of mechatronics and robotics engineering in Manipal University in India. Upon my return from university, I had the opportunity to engage with, I'm nervous again. I had the opportunity to engage with like-minded people who truly inspired me, that led me towards building Robotech Labs, a makerspace that provides makers with all the relevant skills, resources, and potential expertise in converting one's idea into its first tangible state, a prototype. I have spent 5 years to date cultivating young minds and bringing out their inner maker in them through literally breaking and making. Yes, this would include some minor injuries, including loss of hair, electric shocks as an example, but nothing serious, thankfully, so far till today. Early last year, I decided to embark on another journey, complementing to what Robotech is already doing by taking the prototyping platform to the next stage into first product iterations in various sectors, including health, agriculture, e-mobility, community development, lighting solutions, education, entrepreneurship, digital marketing, and AI. Today, you are present at this event, attaining a glimpse of what my amazing students, team, and upcoming innovators have to offer. and that is a story. Without your endless support, some of the members present here today have been my driving force, of which I'd like to take this platform and say, Asante sana. From the bottom of my heart, I really mean it. I may continue to fall back, and I will continue rising again. I am human, and I'm going to fall again, as I am falling right now on the stage as we speak. This is not a farewell message. No, I am not leaving you guys anytime soon. All I'd like to say is this is just the start, and we are just getting started. Thank you so much. Can I have Karai to help us set up the presentation, please? So, as we move on to the next item on the agenda, I would like to take you through another journey. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me the opportunity to stand in front of you once again to take you on to another journey. A story which entails humble beginnings, a dream, a team of young women who distinguish themselves as change makers towards community development. This is the story of Tanga Youth Tailoring Association, Tayo Tai, a women-led initiative which encompasses how this entity was formed through the Tanga City Council, how we are introduced to this group, and how we are currently engaging with them in creating a brand with them, tailoring Tanga's future. Allow me to share a short brief video of this team, and later would like to invite them to say a few words.
Ni mwenyekiti wa Tanga Youth Tailoring University. Hiki kituo kimefadhiliwa na halmashauri ya jiji la Tanga. Humo ndani tuko vijana wenye umri kati ya miaka 15 mpaka 35. Kiwanda hiki kimebeba vijana wa kike. Tulianza kiwanda hiki mwaka 2019 tukiwa takribani vijana 20.
Ilikuwa jinsia ya kike kwa sababu jamii naamini sana watu wa kiume ndipo wanaweza kina baba. Kumbe hapo ikatoka fursa kwamba kwa watu wa kike na kina mama tunaweza. Kwa hiyo tukapewa kipaumbele kama watu wa kike.
Nikasikia kwamba katika hichi kiwanda cha ushonaji kilichoanzishwa kinatafuta mafundi. Na mimi kutokana na kwamba ni fundi, nikaona nifike katika kiwanda hichi ili nije kujiunga nao.
Kwa mfano mimi kwa pale sabuni, sijui pia tengenezwa vitu gani. Batiki pale kwa sielewi nafanywaje. Kwa bahati nzuri yenyewe huko jiji wakatuletea mwalimu akatufundisha.
Nimeimarika kutokana na kwamba tuliletewa mafundi wa aina mbalimbali na tunaletewa yani watu wa aina mbalimbali kutupatia sisi mafunzo.
Kwa hapa tunatoa huduma tofauti tofauti. Kujifundisha kushona, kudarizi, kufuma masweta, kutengeneza sabuni, kutengeneza mabatiki.
Tumeshafanya kazi na shule ya Garanosi sekondari, tushatengeneza uniform pale. Tumeshafanya kazi na halmashauri ya jiji la Tanga, walituletea overall. Tumeshafanya kazi, tushapewa oda na waziri wa afya Umi Ali Mwalimu. Kwa mtazamo wa kazi tulizozifanya, watu walitupokea vizuri kwa sababu kwanza sisi ni mabinti na tumeweza kufanya kazi ambazo zingeweza kufanyika na watoto wa kiume au na wanaume, lakini tumesifanya sisi wanawake na ni mabinti. Wateja wetu tunawahakikishia kwanza kuwashonea nguo zenye ubora. Tuna vileani vya kisasa na sisi pia ni wa kisasa. Tumefundishwa ukisasa zaidi. Kwa tutawashonea nguo zenye ubora, pia tutawashonea kwa wakati. Kwa ukileta kazi yako hapa Tayotai, hakikisha kwamba kazi yako unaipata kwa wakati, kwa sababu tuko wengi na tuna ujuzi mzuri ambao unaweza kukusaidia wewe kufanyia kitu chako kikawa kizuri zaidi.
Kwa kweli wamenishoneshea kitu ambacho binafsi ndicho ambacho nilikuwa nakitaka. Wamenishonea kwenye ubora ambao nilikuwa na uhitaji, wanajali wateja na wanafanya kazi zao katika ubora ulio sahihi.
Mtazamo wa jamii yetu ya Kitanga kwamba mwanamke au binti wa kike yeye asubirie tu kuolewa, hawezi kujishughulisha kufanya kitu chochote kile, hususani kwenye kushona. Kuna changamoto kubwa kwamba mabinti wanajifunza, alafu wakishajifunza hawana pa kwenda. Inawezekana mzazi hana uwezo wa kumnunulia cherehani. Kwa kupitia kiwanda hiki unaweza kufanya kazi na ukaja kujinunulia cherehani yako. Humo ndani tuna cherehani vingi vya kisasa ambavyo vinaweza kufanya kazi kubwa, lakini mtu anaposikia tu kwamba hawa ni mabinti, kwa anachukulia kwa udogo kwamba hawa si wasichana tu, hawawezi.
Kwa sababu mtu anaweza kumpelekea labda nimeshona handbag, anakuuliza hii umeshona mbona iko hivi iko vile. Yani yule mteja, unajua kuna uongeaji wa mteja hadi umvutie kuchukua ile biashara yako. Hivi unajua ni issue, lakini kwa vile ulishaambiwa mfanye biashara utakiwa ukapaniki, fanya biashara kidogo, na kwa nini uko slow?
Ushindani ni mkubwa. Kuna mafundi, hata kabla tujaanza hapa kulikuwepo na mafundi na wana wateja wao, lakini sisi tunachoomba Mungu na tunachoambiezana siku zote ni kufanya kazi katika hali ya ubora, yani kazi iwe nzuri kwa sababu ya kumlinda mteja. Sababu tutakapomfanyia kazi mbaya kutokana na ushindani uliopo sasa hivi kwa Tanga, kwamba kuna mafundi wengi na ni wazuri pia, mtu hawezi kurudi. Kwa hiyo kutokana na ushindani huo, basi tunajikita katika kutengeneza kazi ya mtu kutoka katika ubora unaotakiwa.
Na mimi niko hapa kama askari wa ulinzi wa humu ndani, na vile vile nimevutiwa na shughuli ambazo wanafanya humu ndani, na mimi nikaona nipate fursa ya kujipatia ujuzi wa kushona haya makanyagio kupitia mabaki wanayotumia humu ndani, kama vile vitambaa ambavyo wanachuna nguo vinavyobakia, mimi ndio ninachukua ninashonea haya makanyagio. Nikimaliza nauza kwa bei ya shilingi 4,000 na inanipatia kipato ambacho kinanisaidia mimi na familia yangu.
Malengo yetu kuandaa nguo za aina mbalimbali, lakini kubwa zaidi tunaandaa taulo za kike, kununua ped kila mwezi, zile za kufua. Hii itasaidia kupunguza gharama. Hizi tunazoziandaa sisi tunaweza kuzitumia hata miaka 3. Mradi tu ufue vizuri. Hii yote ni kwa ajili ya kusaidia mkoa mzima wa Tanga na Tanzania nzima kwa ujumla.
Ninaambia vijana wenzangu au mabinti wanaozunguka mtaani au wanaofanya vitu ambavyo havistahili, wanaweza kuja hapa Tayotai kujiunga na sisi tunawapokea. Ina maana watakapokuwa hapa watakuwa wanajiepusha na vitu vingi sana.
Kiwanda hiki tunatamani kiwe kinazalisha bidhaa mbalimbali au tuwe tunashona vitu mbalimbali. Mtuletee kazi, mkituletea kazi itatusaidia.
Allow me to summarize now. So when I was introduced, when I was brought to Tanga by Dr. Hassan Shinda, he's my father figure, I call him Baba whenever I meet him. God bless him and always. We visited Tanga late 2020, early 2021. And at that point, I was trying to understand Tanga ecosystem. To my surprise, Tanga has been known as a very sleepy town. And indeed, it was very sleepy. So coming up to a time where there's a lot of people trying to make noise or trying to be heard, but there's no platform for them per se to be heard. I spent a good 3 months initially trying to understand what the ecosystem in Tanga had to offer. And I then decided to take the big leap of faith and say, I think this is the opportunity for us to now bring Tanga to the limelight, what it has to offer. The history of Tanga is really, really beautiful. Once upon a time, Tanga was known as the manufacturing powerhouse of Tanzania. Big industrialists used to live there, work there. But as everything moved to Dar es Salaam, Tanga became abandoned, unfortunately. But as I said, we're just getting started. And as I was introduced to Tai with, including Lily and her colleagues, the challenges were very interesting. They had a beautiful space with 55 tailoring machines, well equipped, fully functioning. But as a result, from the lack of exposure, the challenge was getting to business. And when I met the City Council Director and the Community Development Officer to discuss about this, they actually asked me if I could help. The first thing I said, I can't even stitch a button. What will I stitch with them? And I then decided, like, look, I may not be a tailoring expert. I cannot stitch, neither can I even close my own buttons and they break sometimes. But we can have robots for that. So he started laughing and he was like, are you really sure about that? Like, I can figure out something or the other. So my intention with Tai has been a whole rebrand from what they were having as their brand logo to what they can offer as services. Has been my journey with them, with the support of the City Council from Tanga, to bring Tai to its brand, a tailoring future for Tanga youth. And with that, from what they used to stitch or tailor was simple clothing that you could find anywhere. But then I decided, you know what, let us make you look a little more modern. Let's put a small local twist with a modern twist to it. How we can revolutionize the local ethnicity of Kitenge into a modern wear. How we can make you look a little bit different with a small touch of the African love. And with that, from literally just making t-shirts and shoes, we're actually now making slippers, bags, and as she had mentioned in the video, we're looking at making our very own reusable sanitary pads that can be produced, manufactured here only in the heart of Tanzania, and that is Tanga. And without further ado, I would like to invite Dada Lily and her colleague to say a few words. It may be in Swahili. I will definitely try to translate it in an easier way. If I make a few mistakes, again, please correct me. Swahili yangu pia inaruka juu chini mara nyingi, lakini nitajitahidi pia. I'll try my best. Dada Lily, karibu sana.
Nawasalimu kwa jina la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Ukweli ukija ukishika hii nguo yangu utaona moyo unavyoenda mbio. Najisikia furaha kusimama mbele yenu, wasomi kama ninyi mliotoka mataifa mbalimbali. Huu ni mkono wa Mungu. Lakini pia nimshukuru Kakali au nishukuru Robotech. Nashukuru sana kwa namna ambavyo tumekutana naye na kwa namna ambavyo ametusaidia. Itoshe kusema Mungu yupo pamoja nasi, na ninaamini mlioko hapa ni msaada tosha kwetu. Sio kazi rahisi fundi kama mimi au fundi mshona nguo wa kawaida kama mimi ambaye nimeishia darasa la 7 kusimama katikati ya wasomi kama ninyi. Namshukuru Mungu kufundisha mafundi waliosoma. Namshukuru Mungu kwa namna ya pekee kabisa kwa ajili yenu. Namshukuru Mungu kwa ajili ya siku ya leo iliumbwa tangu misingi ya ulimwengu ilivyoumbwa, kwamba mimi nitasimama katikati yenu. Mungu awabariki sana. Tunawakaribisha Tanga. Bila ninyi hatuwezi kuendelea. Mmeona kiwanda chetu, tuna changamoto mbalimbali, lakini changamoto hizo zinaweza kutatulika endapo tutapata kazi. Tunatamani kuwa na kazi kubwa kutokana na ukubwa wa kiwanda ambacho tunacho. Kwa hiyo tunawatamani sana mkaribie Tanga, tunatamani sana mje mtuunge mkono, tunatamani sana mje mshone kwetu, tunatamani wageni wetu waliotoka nje huko mtuagizie tuwashonee kitenge. Kitenge ni cha kwetu Afrika, tuna uwezo wa kukitengeneza kwa namna ambavyo ninyi mtapenda. Lakini pia tumekuja na bidhaa mbalimbali pale, hatutamani kurudi nazo Tanga. Tunawakaribisha sana, asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.
That's going to be a challenge to translate. In summary, she was acknowledging everyone's presence here, present today in the program. At the same time, she feels humbled being amongst people who are very well learned than she is. She's a grade 7, standard 7 leaver, if I got it correct. She didn't finish her school, but she's really excited to be here at the same time. She's actually promoting herself, saying, look, I have brought something that I want to show you that's handmade, and I don't want to go back with these items, so whatever you can do, support them as much as you can. So thank you all. This is the brief explanation of Tayo Tai. Asante sana. And now, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it is time for the presentations. Girls of Tanga, can I hear you? Are you guys ready? Yes. Nah. We remember yesterday when we came in, I told you, when you come here, make them feel what Tanga is. Girls, are you ready for this? Yes. Where are the claps, man? Let's celebrate, yo. So just before I bring the girls on stage and hand the mic to them, what we're going to do basically is the girls will be coming as per school, that they're representing from Tanga. The projects will be displayed behind. We will be having a short tea break after the presentations for you to actually interact with them and get to hear from them personally as well and seeing how the prototypes work. After that is done, we will then move on to the panel discussion, and then with a few moments of fun with a few photos. Just a point of note as well, when you do go for the tea break and interact with the students, there are a few things or a few games that have been built by the students themselves. I'd like to inform you guys that the Robotech team officially is not present today. So, without further ado, I'd like to bring up the girls one by one. They will enter from the and then left and present their projects to you accordingly. To begin with, I would like to call Mariam Paulina from Guvumali Secondary School to explain their project, Hospital Wiring.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Pauline Ferdinand and my fellow is Mariam. Me and my friend Mariam, we're doing a research. In our research, we see that there are many deaths that occur at hospital, and this is caused the lack of enough doctors at hospital. So me and my friend Mariam with a solution. Solution is to make a system which can minimize the deaths of many patients at hospital. This system is called the hospital wiring. Hospital wiring is the system which can simplify communication between doctor and patients. The impact of this system is to save lives of different patients at our country and whole nation.
Final, our future is to get a sponsor who can sponsor us to improve our project in order to be a product, and also is start to use in our nation and in our country. That is all. Thank you so much.
Right. Next up, I would like to bring Atupele and Mariam, representing Mikanjuni Secondary School, with their project Face Mask Detection System.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. In front of you is me, Mariam, and my fellow Atupele.
We're here to introduce to you about a face mask detection. Our face mask detection is an instrument that can detect a safe mask or blue mask when enter in a certain place. So please allow us to tell you a short story about my mother, who runs a farmer's restaurant that provides variety of food. However, due to this pandemic disease or respiratory disease such as COVID-19, she started losing customers because of lack of health surface and hygiene equipment. In order to save my mom, we designed the face mask detection, which will only allow people with the blue mask to enter in the restaurants, to ensuring everyone is safe. A good news is that now my mother is doing well with our technology. And with your support, we can help many more people like my mom and whole country with such preventive idea. Join us, me, Mariam, and my fellow
at Pelo on a journey to make this prototype to be in a product with your support or any idea that can make our project to develop. And those places can be in hospital also, and these areas that can be used. So thank you for listening to us.
Next, we have Zaina and Asma, representing Kiomone Secondary School with their project, the Sanitary Pad Dispenser.
Good afternoon. My name is Zaina Zirai. My first
Asma Hassan.
We are young Tanzania girl. We express this period can be very much confused. However, what is more confused is the way of getting sanitary pads. So me and my fellow, we decided to make sanitary pad machine that can help girls to get sanitary pad easily at school and also in different areas. So I want to give my fellow speaker continuous.
Our future prospect is get a sponsor which can sponsor us in order to create our prototype to be in a product in order to help girls in different schools, also women in different countries and different areas. Thank you for listening us.
Good job. Thanks. Hello? Okay, cool. Next, I'd like to call out the lovely interns, Halima and Rahma. Are they outside? Oh, okay, sure. They're handling the entrance. So we'll just postpone them to the next one. I will move on to Monica and Edna, representing Chumbageni Secondary School with the device, the Smart Stick.
Good afternoon, everybody. In front of you, I'm here, Monica Ibrahim, my friend,
Edina Elias.
Today we are here to think about the blind people. As we know that blind people faces many challenges when they're moving from one place to another. And those challenges are like to lose their time for determine the obstacles which will be in front of them and sometimes can get accidents. Like us here, when all of us stand up and starting moving, going forward with close our eyes, how difficult it is to determine the things which are in front of us. So me and my friend, we're coming here with a project which can help the blind people to obtain the obstacles which will be in front of them and to prevent them from accidents. And that project known as Blind Stick. As I said before, this project will help the blind people to determine the obstacles which will be in front of them and to prevent them from accidents. Future precipitation of our project, please let me give my friend a talk.
We need their support in order to improve our prototype. Then to be the product that will be help many blind people in our country and other countries. Thank you so much.
Sure. Let's moving on to Bridget. Bridget is representing Tanga Technical Secondary School with her project Home Automation.
Hello and good afternoon, everybody. As we know in the world of today, anything is possible, right? So let me start off with a short story. It was a summer break, and we were out the whole family. My mom has a tendency of leaving the outside lights of the house on, just for security reasons. Mom's there a little bit, you know. So it was starting to get dark, and she forgot to switch on the lights. She started to get worried, and she said that I wish I could just turn them on from where I am. Then she looked at me and she said that you are studying in an engineering school, so you are basically an engineer, right? Why can't you make something that can help me? So that is when the idea popped out. So with the help of my mentor, we combined our minds and our skills, and we made a home automation system. This is a system that can help you control the electronic devices at your home by using your phone, starting from the lighting system to the cooling system and many more. The best part of it, it is easy to use, it is affordable, and it is cheap. So for my future prospect is that this kind of technology can be used all over Tanzania. And we can only make that possible if we work together, because together we can. Thank you.
My God. I have a lot to learn here, my God. Anyways, I'd like to bring on now Smeya and Aisha from Masachu Secondary School, who will be explaining their project, the gesture-controlled wheelchair.
Good afternoon, everybody. In front of you, my name is Smeya and my fellow
Aisha Sen.
We are here to present gesture controller wheelchair. So listening me careful about my story. In my society, I have my friend called Amin. She cannot do any kind of movement because she paralyzed her left leg. So we can design gesture controller wheelchair in order to support people like Amina to do any activities in their daily life. Gesture controller wheelchair have many impacts, such as it helps disabled people to move from one place to another, and it's easy to control by using gesture. We believe the following is our future prospect.
We believe with your support and guidance, we can improve the design and make it accessible to one and all. So, me and my friend, as we bring innovative solutions to the community. Thank you for so much.
Next, I'd like to invite Kulthum and Bisad from Old Tanga Secondary School with their project, the Smart Irrigation System.
Hello everybody. My name is Bisad Yasin. I'm here with my fellow
Kulthum Abdurazak.
In the holiday, we went to visit a farmer who called Mr. Sulesh. When we were there, we saw Mr. Sulesh complain about his crops are not growing well due to the shortage of water for irrigating his farm. And also, he has got a big loss to his farm since he depends on rainfall. So for that case, me and my friend Kulthum decided to come up with an idea which can help people like Mr. Sulesh, which is smart irrigation system. Smart irrigation system, this is the system which will be automatically make irrigation and detecting moisture in the soil. The impact of smart irrigation system will save time, can lead to have more production of crops in a minimum duration of time. The yield of smart irrigation system will be twice, so this can make a good sense of business, and also this will be profitable.
We would like you to support us, since it will turn the Tanzania local agriculture in technological one, hence will increase in production and market in the worldwide.
As we say that, Tanzania young girls we can. Thank you.
Next, I want to bring on the interns who have actually been working on this project as well. I would like to call on stage Halima and Rahma, representing Robotech and Toyo, on their project Pulse Regulator.
Hello, my name is Rahma Musa.
My name is Halima Mashaka.
We are the program coordinators at Robotech Lab. Well, it started when me and my family were watching a movie. Suddenly, my grandfather started to feel exhausted, so we decided to rush him to the hospital. At the hospital, we were told that, unfortunately, he died, but due to heart attack. So the pain of losing such a loved one inspired me to come up with a solution for that. In national statistics, it shows that among 10 deaths which occur due to diseases, 3 of them are due to heart attack. That makes 30% of heart attack deaths per year. That means in every 4 deaths, 1 is due to heart attack. So me and my fellow, as innovators, came up with a project known as Pulse Regulator.
A pulse regulator is a device that is used to measure the body temperature and the heartbeat rate. The device operates by the use of an app, whereby when the patient takes his or her results as seen in the app. We desire to save many people's lives that are lost due to heart attack, as well as to create job facilities to others, such as manufacturers, business professionals, so as to sense a team of work. We intended to change this project into a product which will be the first Tanzania pulse regulator home product, as well as to open telemedicine facilities, so that even the patient in the remote areas will be able to get these medical services by the use of technology. All this is going to be possible when you support us. Please support Rahma and Halima for the better
future Tanzania of tomorrow, free from heart attack.
Together we say, know your status, be healthy. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I have a heart attack right now. Someone help me. My God. So, last but not least, I would like to bring on Vanessa, Selina, and Violet from Tanga Technical School as well on their journey and their project in tailoring. Karibu.
Hello, my name is Vanessa Okuba, is my fellow, Violet Nixon, and Selena Stanley. We are standing in front of you to represent about our project of fashion and designing, which is dealing with Kitenge 90%. The thing that made us to engage ourselves in fashion and design is that many youth who fail to many youth who fail to continue with their studies. They usually enter in bad groups like drug users. Others, female, they are running to be married so that can be dependent to their husband. Though we have come up to the solution, which is
there are many opportunities whereby a person can employ him or herself, like drawing, but drawing is a talent that a person is born with, but tailoring and you are taught and you understand. This creates confidence to oneself, and a person don't be dependent, but be dependent to him or herself. Thank you.
And finally, our future prospect is to be sponsored to have our own company, which will train other girls to have their own design for their own development. Thank you.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe they deserve a huge round of applause for what they've achieved in just a period of 1 month with training with us, from literally not knowing how to write a single line of code to now building their first mock-ups. It can be difficult, but this is the rewards, and this is something that I personally use as a fuel for myself and for my interns and for my students to keep the drive on. So a huge round of applause to all the young innovators. So before we move on to the next item, which is the one everyone's been waiting for, I think it's a drinks and snacks and interactive session. I can imagine I'm very thirsty as well, and you must be very hungry too. Before we move on to the next item, I would like to open the floor for the next 5 or 10 minutes to the audience, to the delegates present as well. If they do have any inputs or they'd like to share with what they have seen and heard so far. And then after the snack break, we will then move on to the panel discussion, where we'll have an in-depth one-to-one or heart-to-heart discussion of women in tech. So would anyone like to share their views at the moment? Should I leave it open to the panel? Audience? Anyone wants to share their insights so far? Yeah, sure, Mama.
Asante, sio mgeni rasmi, I'm just like any other participant. Ninapenda niwapongeze sana vijana hawa kwa kuzingatia kwamba hawa wanayoyafanya ni nje ya yale masomo yao ya kila siku. Ndio? Ni nje. Inamaanisha ni kitu ambacho mnakifurahia, mnakipenda. Lakini kilichonifurahisha zaidi, mnakwenda kutatua tatizo halisi. You're going to solve a practical problem. I'm so happy about this, and we are saying we are educating you to be able to address challenges which our communities are facing. And I'm very happy to see that you are already doing that. Kwa hiyo ninawapongeza sana, but also I liked your confidence anyway, I should say about that. You know what you want, you know what you're doing, and you are very confident talking about it. So keep it up. The sky is not even the limit. So nasema sky is the limit. The sky is not even the limit. Keep moving. Thank you very much.
Anyone else would like to share their views so far? How about the students? Would you want to share your experience so far, maybe? I know you didn't prepare for this one, but do you want to go for it? Who wants to share their experience? Girls? Anyone wants to try? Yeah? You would like to try? Who wants to try? No one wants to try their experience? Ah, that's why you can get some by your mind. Yeah? Someone wants to try?
Habari za mchana. Shikamooni wakubwa na mambo zenu tuliokuwa hapa. Napenda kumshukuru Mungu sababu yeye ndio aliyotuwezesha kufika hivi leo na katika event hii ya leo. Sisi ni wanafunzi tulio hapa mbele yenu. na zile kazi zote tulizozipresenti hapa ni kazi za mikono yetu, lakini tunapenda kusema kwamba aliyekuwa anatusimamia, aliyekuwa anatu inspire kwamba mnaweza, mkifanya hiki mnaweza, ni Mr. Sheukat. Kwa hiyo yeye ndio mwezeshaji wetu na tunapenda kumshukuru. Kwa hiyo hivi vyote tulivyofanya hapa, ile ni prototype. Kwa hiyo tunatumaini mnaweza mkatusaidia na kutu sio tu kwamba by giving us a money ndo tunaweza continue tukaendeleza vitu vyetu, but hata kama ni idea, mawazo yako wewe yanaweza katufikisha sisi mbali zaidi. Kwa hiyo tunatumaini hatutoondoka vile vile na prototype, bali tutaibadilisha sample yetu kuwa product. Asanteni.
Yes, I want to bring on one of my interns who hasn't had much of a say. To be very honest, when I was in Tanga, I met him through a very similar workshop. It's a boy, not a girl this time. And he has been my right hand through a lot of challenges that we've faced technically. There have been days where you actually have a mental breakdown and you just can't really do it. But then he says, look, if we started from something today and we've reached this far, we can still go on. And he's an unspoken hero at Robotic Office in Tanga. But I'd like him to share a few words of his experience so far with what we've been doing so far. And Sahil, I think this is an opportunity for you to share your experience a bit. I know it's emotional, don't cry, it's okay, don't get emotional.
Hello everyone. Okay, he made me so emotional, sorry. My name is Sahil Abdulalim Ismail, and I am 19 years old. I'm an intern from Robotech Labs and Toyo. Actually, I am really glad that I have met such a person in my life, Mr. Shaukat Ali. He has been my mentor and my really good friend. And actually, I met Robotech Labs as a, I don't know, God's plan, I might say that. Because there was an event in Tanga and so many, 10 different schools were chosen to participate, and I was one of the students who were chosen to participate in that event. It was a 4-day event whereby students were taught different classes, and I was told to go to the robotics class. So the first time I heard the name robotics, I was like, I know what robots are. I've seen them in the movies and stuff like that, but how do they work? It was something fascinating just to hear about it to me. And to be honest, those 4 days at the event were the happiest days of my learning career since I was a small child. All those years, those 4 days made me so happy, made me feel like I belong in this field. I am here for a reason. And after those 4 days when we presented, and so many students were, yeah, we've already done the 4-day event, we're just gonna carry on with our studies. But I was like, nah, it's something that I love doing. So I wanted to keep in touch with Sar and went to more classes that he had offered to students just like me. And after a few months, he gave me the opportunity to be an intern in his organization, and that was, I might say, my chance of a lifetime, because it made me know what I want to be and made me know what career I want to be in. And I just loved everything from the first day that I started working in Robotech Labs. I have given it my all. I have given 100% of myself because it's something I truly love a lot. And what inspires me the most to keep on doing this stuff is that I know if that event, the 4 days event made me to fall in love with tech and technology and stuff like this, it inspires me as a young person to keep on doing this and inspiring a whole generation of people like me, because the people who love coding, the people who love robotics, there are people like that somewhere in this region, this country, but they don't get the opportunity to learn, they don't get the tools. And it inspires me as well to move on and keep on doing my best so that I can make others have this opportunity that I have right now. And truly, these are words that are coming from the bottom of my heart right now, because I didn't know this is gonna happen. It's just something that happened suddenly. And yeah, I think that's all. That's all. Just thank you so much.
Gosh, feels like a Bollywood movie right now. So emotional. Anyways, thank you all for the opportunity. And I would like to ask the students, the participants, to go back to your stations. That's your battleground. Kindly go back to your battlegrounds. The members, the guests will also be coming by to see your projects. In doing so, we'll have a small tea break right now. We'll break upwards for a short tea break. And then in doing so, you can have a nice interactive session with the innovators themselves directly.